Und damit willkommen zur Übersetzung der Opening Keynote.
Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen. It's so beautiful to see you all here. Thank you so much for coming and being a part of our 10th anniversary edition.
Ihr werdet natürlich euch fragen, wer sind diese beiden Menschen hier auf der Bühne? Wir werden mal ganz kurz sagen, das ist die wunderbare Géraldine Dubassion. Bitte schön.
Und der fantastische Max Spalek. We're going to kick off this morning on stage 1 in German. If you don't understand German, don't worry. We have live translation throughout Republica here on stage 1. You can grab a headset and then follow the show.
Ihr seht erstmal fantastisch
Mit uns.
an dieser Stelle. Wie viele Leute waren schon ein-, zweimal bei der Republika?
How many people were here one or two times before?
Deswegen wisst ihr jetzt wahrscheinlich, denkt ihr zu
So,
wissen, was kommt.
You know what comes now.
4 sehr, sehr, sehr wichtige für die Republika und für das Bestehen der Republika wichtige Menschen auf.
Really important people for Republica. Big applause, please.
Ein ganz großen Applaus für Thomas Krüger, Patrick Passig, Nicole Eber und Tim Frittloff. 4 Menschen, die ein ganz wichtiger Bestandteil unserer Community sind und so viel beigetragen haben.
People who are very important for our show and who did so much to help us. More applause.
Ja, ich habe vor allem in den ersten 2-3 Jahren wahnsinnig viel zu dieser Veranstaltung beigetragen und zwar, indem ich gar nicht erst hingegangen bin.
Ich habe in den ersten 2-3 Jahren, I did very much in these first 2-3 years because I didn't even come, but well.
Zum Beispiel noch nie hier war. 2 Tipps. Der eine,
And there were 2 tips.
sind etwa 8000 Leute angemeldet und davon 4000 sind zum ersten Mal da. Das heißt, die Wahrscheinlichkeit, wenn man sich mit jemandem
There are 8,000 people and 4,000 people for the first time.
Und der andere Tipp stammt aus einem Buch von Pierre Bayard, wie man über Bücher spricht, die man nicht gelesen hat. Ich glaube, es ist ein sehr gutes Buch, ich habe es nicht gelesen. Aber ich weiß, was drin steht, nämlich, dass man, wenn man zum Beispiel gerade frisch den Wikipedia-Eintrag über ein Buch gelesen hat, genauer Bescheid weiß über dieses Buch als jemand, der es tatsächlich gelesen hat, aber sich gar nicht mehr so genau daran erinnert. Das ist natürlich bei Leuten, die jetzt 10-mal auf der Wikipedia waren, 10-mal auf der... Mann, das ist früh am Morgen. Also die 10-mal auf dieser Dings waren, auf dieser Republika, ist es schon deshalb so, dass sie sich nicht so gut erinnern können, weil sie alt sind, also auf jeden Fall 10 Jahre älter. Und deshalb würde ich dazu raten, also vielleicht mal irgendwie in der Pause 1 oder 2 Vorträge aus den Vorjahren anzuschauen, die sind ja aufgezeichnet und schon damit ist man dann sehr weit vorne im Auskennertum und den Rest übertönigt man so ein bisschen mit, es war ja in der Kalkscheune und es gab...
Sorry, there are a bit technical difficulties. So there was a little anecdote. She told us there she just put down some internet and now she's some kind of hero.
Oh je, jetzt hast du mich daran erinnert.
Oh no, now you remembered me.
Ich habe ganz vergessen, dass es kein Internet gab.
I forgot that we had no internet. But what did we have at the beginning?
Ganz komischer Event.
It was a really strange event with a few hundred people.
Da wusste so richtig,
Nobody really did know
wie das eigentlich...
what's it about, what do we want, who does come.
Ich kann mich auch daran erinnern,
And I remember
dass alle da waren.
when everybody came and we came together and found some thematics.
Besonderer Moment ausgefragt, weil man einfach nur sehr
It's this
selten auch
strange moment you just have very seldomly
über das nächste
when
Mal zu reden.
you talk about the next time, because we know this had to stay, this
Das
is
spielt eine ganz wichtige Rolle.
okay, and this is a big role for us,
Weil wir in gewisser Hinsicht, auch wenn wir unterschiedlicher Meinung über
because even if we have different opinions about stuff, we knew that revolution was coming,
von allen anderen, die uns
and
draußen so ein bisschen belächelt
everybody else just thought, well, these strange people over there or whatever else words they had. And over the years it was hard to keep at it, and especially if you get relevant and just grow and start to represent people and be there and stand for something, even if people don't really know anymore what it is. That's what we're doing here. We're talking about something we know is important, but we can't really put it down to one word. So there are a lot of words, and a lot of the words are said, and we have to keep watch that you remember what was it, the feeling of your first moment, what got you together, so that you knew there would be a next time. That's what you have to look for here. That's important for the Republika, this community. Look out, it's the same community that it was in the beginning, and I think this is possible.
Als ich mir überlegt habe, was ist die Republika eigentlich für mich, da kam ich auch zuerst auf Internet, wobei jetzt zwei vor mir schon gesagt haben, Internet irgendwie da.
When I first thought what a Republika is for me, I just first thought about internet and standing around in the yard, a lot of plastic chairs, cool people, karaoke. I was at the first Republika and I'm happy every year, and it's every year something new. But next to this social aspects, it's a lot of net politics, digital community, digital human rights. In 2007, we had the title Living in the Net. I was a blogger and Creative Commons advocate, and now my blog is in hiatus, but free licenses, free knowledge are still in the forefront and very important, and like a line through our life in the net. And the Republika is a great platform for that, and I'm very thankful for the space to have the debates about digital rights, digital community, and not just Germany, but very international, European, and the rest of the world. There are a lot of speakers here from other countries, and I want to see what Republika does in the next few years, and I want to congratulate us all for the 10th Republika, and yeah, we wish a lot of fun.
Wer von euch war denn alle 10 Jahre mit dabei?
Who was here for all 10 years? Few still are. And I was every day in the history of Republika on Republika, which is a bit strange. Maybe there are t-shirts where the face oldest is on. And after that you want to blog something. So the blogging is what you did before Snapchat, you know. And I didn't blog about the first Republika, but I remember it was the normal thing. Twitter was pretty new, and we talked at each other's Twitter names. You're that peep guy. And this first meetings made Republika, and if you want to blog about it afterwards on Snapchat, you got a little problem, because there's this tone where you're starting to write the next Helena Fischer song, Schlager song, with community, where you can write a song for the next Musikantenstadel, classical folk music, and that the beginners got to have this running for 10 years and have it gotten so big. That's pretty special, and I'm really respectful of that. And everything, when they say if this is the class meeting of the bloggers, not especially of the bloggers anymore, but a class meeting is not bad, because we don't really talk about the past, but we're talking about the future, and we're still talking about the future, and I'm really respectful of that. And congratulations to the founders.
Das habt ihr alle so schön gesagt.
Oh, you said that so well. Thanks for being here. Thanks from our whole team for making the Republika and starting it up. Thank you very much. The next 3 days we'll thank a lot of people and we'll forget a lot of people, and So in the beginning, yeah, thanks for everybody who built this up, for the technicians, all the helpers. Thanks an Tanja and Haeusler, Gebhard and Markus Beckedahl, which are coming on stage now. Good morning. 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 Good morning. 10 years of Republica. It's madness. Cool. Thanks for the people who spoke before us. Can't really top that. We had it's 10 years, 9 mottos. I think we forget 1 year. For the 10th Republica, 10. Not really original, but finally, if you read it backwards, it's net. What is a little hint. At 10 years of Republica always mean 10 years of net history that we want to celebrate in the next 3 days. And we should say we grew a whole bit. Looking back, we wanted to say we don't really want to grow or force it anyway to push it to the size, but we just went along the thematics of digital society, and we grew with you. And I remember that we started really small at Kalkscheune, went into the bigger Friedrichstadtpalast, and then jumped over here into this gigantic stage. And we had a bit of fear that what the Republica is maybe went away, that it would be too big, too windy in here. In this familiar atmosphere, we know that this might get lost. But it didn't happen. And that's because you all went with us and got beautiful people with you, and we grew with you, and we could stay what we are, a conference that went from its own center, and the center is warmed and carried by you. Nice of you to be here. Good of you to be here. When people say for the next time we are self-referential, I say, what the fuck? And secondly, well, why not? And the net changed a lot since the first Republica. We couldn't really make the world a better one as much as we want. And I think in these times it can't be too bad to come together and see that a lot of people want freedom, human rights, that are thinking progressive, that are curious about change. Yeah. Self-reflection is in our own design. There are everywhere mirrors. If you look into them, they say you have something at your cheek there. But hey, you're at Republica. Yeah. There'll be a lot of journalists. What changed in the last 10 years in the net? And I'd say everything changed. In 2007, when I was first here, we were all bloggers. Google just had a newcomer named YouTube that they bought, and we experimented with a new service named Twitter via SMS, because what we had as smartphones nowadays that first got big in 2007, 2008. Facebook started 2008 in Germany, and with that the internet was everywhere because RSS feeds and blogs that were too complicated for most people who just wanted to stay in contact, they all went to Facebook. And in the meantime, we just were mad at people who illegally got films out of the net because that didn't work illegally, because he said the net is not a law-free room, space. When at Absurdum in 2013, when Edward Snowden made it clear that no nation in this world guaranteed that we are not all surveilled. So we saw that the internet is a space that we have to defend, not just against surveillance, but racism, sexism, intolerance in general. I think that could work with counter-speech if you do this the whole day. We just comment it all the time, but you get ill of that. You could pro-post instead. There are a lot of people and stories that try to change the world for a better place, and the internet too. And we should give them our attention at links. And for those people, Republica has the stages. So post love, not hate. Welcome to Republica. Cool that we're all here. Oh, hello. In the first Republica, there were 700 people. I don't know. Maybe a third of this room. We're glad we grew a bit. We're not just one community from Germany here where everybody has a blog, but on the Republica there are a lot of communities all together, and we all see the internet as a chance and still want to discuss political, societal changes, and we want to look over the horizon. And our motivation at Republica was always to have a place where we all want to go. And now you all come. We are here anyway. We don't see as much as you do, but we still like it. We're happy that a lot of people are here with Bildungsurlaub, so getting free time for just getting some education. But we also want to celebrate for open internet, and we're talking about it since the first Republica. But this open net is threatened with one side more surveillance, control infrastructures, and on the other side it's not just this blogosphere where everybody is their own self-hosted blog, but we're ever more dependent on a few platforms that dictate, and we want to discuss how we could still communicate in this new net, what strategies are there to do it in another way, to put down our rights in another way. So wish you a lot of fun. Got a lot of stages. You can go there, not all at once, but we had a nice schedule where you can find nice stuff at every hour. So wish you a lot of fun.
Also, thanks, first of all, to the team, all helpers, and all the partners, supporters, and that's what my part is for. Our main partners are the Media Convention by Microsoft, IBM, and Daimler, who've been with us for many years. So, for the 10th time, thank you to these three for that. We have great things put up here. I'll get to the rooms first. There's a disco ball by our partner Daimler, which you probably have seen already. Lots of exciting things at the back to discover. But there are many more partners, some of them here for the first time. Just to represent them all, German Railways, Deutsche Bahn, or T-Systems, the Geek Makerspace by Autodesk, More than 100 partners are supporting us and make it possible that we can have an event at the size here, at that size. So to all of these, a very warm thank you. You've seen on the website that we have redesigned, rearranged things a bit. So just in short, these are the tracks that we have. If you go to the website, we've tried to sort the talks into these tracks. That I won't go through them all bit by bit, but just to point to the refugees point, there is a sub-conference there within Republica this year, which is supported by the German Authority for Political Education, or not authority, but center. You will have a hard time visiting everything, so those that have seen one talk from each tracks will get a limo from me or something like that. So what now? The area, you know that the area has grown a bit larger and is a bit more complex. So to prevent you knowing on the third day that there's a space that you haven't seen at all, now at least I can say it's not my fault. So very new, we have the relax area. To my right, to your left, if you go back through back at the back there, you have this great, wonderful new outside area where you can enjoy the sun and see different things like the Republica Dome. Take a look there, and of course there'll be catering there too. On the way there, you will see the networking area, which was a large issue for many of you. You wanted to have a space for exchanging. So the whole hall in the back there has been redesigned into an area where you can meet. There's a second monkey hill there where you can spend time, and there are different events there too. So that it's worth a trip, as they say. The other way, to the north of the area, which is the other way, the laboratory. If you've entered the yard, it's to your left, and there's a passage through there. It's clustered into topical areas. The topics are music day, immersive arts, and fashion tech. There's a stage program for each of those, and then there's this atrium-style place, which has the We Are Here exhibition, together with the Association for Virtual Reality. And again, you have various clusters there, so take a look. You may have seen that we are extending into Thursday and Friday. We have workshops at the laboratory. So for the first time, we have a linkage to arts and digital. The first time, because we believe that the game is the interesting thing, and if we get the virtual and the physical together, it's a very interesting thing to have. So thanks for the Lottery Foundation for that, by the way. And now, I've filled you with lots of content that you will have to digest in the next few days. And now the announcement that we would like to make. If you are interested, visit us on the 20th of October, because for the first time, there'll be a coach trip to Dublin. And we'd be very happy if one or other could be there. Join us, there's enough space. We'd like to try and be in the English-speaking part of Europe and see how it goes. We'll see. But if you keep your fingers crossed for us, it should work out. So the next Republica will be as early as October. So look at the name Ireland.
Yeah.
It has the re in it already, so it should work. Let's put the re in Ireland.
Kommt los.
Come on.
Ja, wir freuen uns auf jeden Fall sehr und
Yeah, so very
ich freue mich auch
happy,
sehr,
and
zur kurzen
I'm
Eröffnung der
very much looking
Media Convention auf die
forward.
Bühne zu bitten, den Helge,
And
mich
to
und
open
die
the media
Anja Zimmer
convention,
von,
I'm very happy to welcome to the stage
unsere Partnerveranstaltung in den Bühnen 5, 6 und 7.
to represent
Willkommen
our partners
zwei
for the
Neulinge
event on stages 5 and
in ihrem
6.
Job.
Two
Guten Morgen
newcomers
nochmal.
to the
Hallo
job.
und habt ihr noch
Welcome.
ein Mikro übrig, Johnny?
Do we have a mic for these two?
Sind wir schon weg?
Ja,
Yeah.
schönen guten Tag auch von uns.
Very good day from us
Und
too.
erstmal Andreas und dem Team
And first
herzlichen
of all,
Glückwunsch zur 10-jährigen
congratulations to Andreas and the team for the 10th
Herzlichen Glückwunsch von
Republica.
uns. Wir waren, glaube ich, das ist eine schöne Geschichte von Anfang
It's a
an dabei.
nice story. I
Ich
think
zwar
we
jetzt
were
nicht
with you from the
persönlich, aber ich hab's
beginning, not me
nachgelesen.
personally, but
Jetzt
I
sind wir
read up.
Partner. Ich finde, es ist eine ganz tolle Sache,
And now we're
mit der
partners.
Media
It's a great
Convention
thing
hier zu sein und dass wir das
to be here
gemeinsam
with the
machen.
media convention
Vielen Dank auch
and
an
do
dein
this
Team.
together.
Es wird eine
And
ganz
thanks
tolle
to the
Zeit
team,
werden
it will be,
und
we'll
was
have a
heute noch
great
keiner
time.
gesagt hat, wir haben so eine analoge
We
tolle
have
Nachricht. Wir haben
this
so ein
analog
super Wetter
news. We have
und ich glaube,
this
ein
great
ganzes
weather
Konzept,
this
auch
time,
mit
and
dem
the whole
Außengarten, ist eine
concept
tolle
with the
Sache. Wir freuen uns
outdoor
riesig
areas
drauf. Vielen Dank.
will be great. We're very much looking forward to it.
Ja, wir arbeiten eng zusammen, wir beide.
Are working
und,
together
Frau
closely,
Dr.
the two of
Zimmer wird
us,
natürlich auch noch was
and
sagen.
Mrs.
Wir
Zimmer
haben drei
will be
tolle
saying
Bühnen,
something too. We
5,
have
6,
3 great areas,
Und wir starten um
5, 6 and 7,
Viertel nach
and we'll
12
start at a quarter past 12 with the
Bürgermeister von
opening
Berlin, mit
with the
Michael Müller. Und,
governing
ich
mayor of
hoffe, ihr
Berlin.
besucht uns. Herr Snowden ist dann im zweiten Set,
Mr. Snowden will be in the second
zugeschaltet.
set,
Er kam heute schon mal
linked
kurz zu
to
Wort.
us. He did
Und,
have a say
wir
earlier
enden
on.
heute mit Friedrich
And we'll
Lichtenstein
end with Friedrich
und, einem
Lichtenstein
kleinen Konzert.
and a
Das wird
small
so um 21 Uhr
concert
zu Ende
that
sein,
will
also
be
seid
around
rechtzeitig da. Die
finish at
Tankstellen
around
des
8,
Glücks,
so be
da kann man
there.
nach so einem Tag
The
nochmal richtig auftanken.
petrol
Und ich freue mich
stations
auf die
of
Tage und
happiness.
vielen
So
Dank, dass ihr alle da seid.
get yourself filled up, and it's great to have you here.
Ja, nun hallo
Yeah.
auch von meiner Seite.
And hello
Ich bin
from me too.
sozusagen das New Kid on the Block.
You could
Ich bin
say
das erste
I am
Mal
the
auf
new
dieser
kid on the
Bühne.
block, my
Bin
first time
total
on the
gespannt,
stage.
freue mich sehr.
I'm very
Wir
excited
gestalten die Bühne
and
7
looking forward to it.
zusammen,
We are
die
going to be on
zusammen
stage
mit Alex
7
Berlin und dem
together with
MIZ
Alex
Babelsberg.
Berlin
Und wir
and
freuen uns sehr, dass wir Ihnen einen kurzen Überblick über das
and
geben
I'm very
können,
happy
was
to give
wir
you a
so
short
tun.
overview
Wir wollen
of
uns
what we are doing.
beschäftigen
We
damit, wie
want
man
to deal
Vielfalt
with
sichert. Wir wollen uns
how to
beschäftigen mit
ensure
Medienkompetenz
diversity,
und wir
how
wollen uns
to
beschäftigen
look
mit
after media
Innovation.
competency
Um
and
12:15
innovation.
Uhr geht es auch bei uns los mit
We'll start at a quarter
und ich
past
freue
12
mich,
too,
wenn viele von
and
Ihnen und euch dabei sind.
at quarter past
Ich hoffe,
12
dass wir
too, and
2 tolle Tage haben, viel
we're
Zeit zum
looking forward to
Netzwerken
2
und vor
great
allem
days,
ganz,
lots of
ganz
time
viel
for
Spaß.
networking and a lot of fun too.
Danke euch, vielen, vielen Dank. Toi, toi, toi.
Thanks to you.
Und,
All
viel
the
Spaß
best and have
Absolut.
fun, all of
Vielen
you.
Dank. Riesenapplaus
Absolutely.
nochmal.
Thanks a lot and a huge
So,
applause.